Okay, guys, so here we have another fan collection video. Well, this is actually, I've done this before, but we have a lot more. So here's part 2 to my Pedestal Fan Collection. I so I have a total of 8 Pedestal fans now. As you can see, there's all of them. So, but also I am running out of space for Pedestal fans. So basically, if you see me with a new fan, you might see one of these fans. It's a smaller fan's go on a shelf. Anyway, so we have an equal number of Pedestal fans. We have 8 Pedestal fans now, so 4 18-inch, 4 16-inch, and we're gonna start. So we're gonna start off with my most important one. The legendary Lasko S18902 Pedestal Fan. That is from Walmart, but this is a 2015 model, and that's because the front grille goes on differently. So as you can see, got the plastic clips design, Lasko badge, cyclone. If you remember when I was at Ace Hardware, I demonstrated the Elegance Performance model. That one is model 1820. This one's S18902. And yeah, here we go again. But yeah, and here goes the back of the fan. It's got 3 speeds on oscillation. There's no model number underneath it, but it's okay. I already know the model number. Stayed the same since until like maybe 2023. Where their model number is not S18902 anymore. It's like S18931 maybe. I don't know. I honestly don't give a damn about these. I still like them. Anyway, let's plug the. Anyway, these are really nice fans. I highly recommend them. They are very powerful. They are really loud, but they blow a whole lot of air. So, and they sound pretty cool. So, plug it in, and hopefully my camera won't fall over as I'm demonstrating it. It doesn't fall over. Here's high. So as you can tell, it is loud, but it's definitely blowing a lot of air. Here's high. That's medium. I'm just scared the shelf is gonna fall. There's low. And actually low is actually very quiet still. And we'll go ahead and get oscillation. Oscillation is very smooth. No problem with it. Alright. There's low with oscillation, medium. I'm not demonstrating the tilting because you guys have probably seen it in a lot of my other videos. good spin down time too. In case you're wondering, here's a better view of the back of the fan. And for our next one, I'm gonna have to put the camera, set the camera down here for this next one. Okay, now for this next fan, and it's gonna be in the corner, so it's gonna stay in the corner, so I'm not gonna bring it out and have another hassle to deal with. Anyway, I'm actually gonna bring it out of the corner. Now this is a fan that I didn't include in the last Pedestal Fan Collection video, because it's obviously a tower fan, so you probably would get the idea on why I didn't even include it. Okay. Ooh. That just, that hurt. So now, here we have our second fan. Lasko real quick. And this is a Pelonis 40-inch tower fan. And this is a tower. I'm including this one this time because this was not a fan. I did not include this fan in the last video, so I kind of felt bad. I needed to include it. So here it is. It's a lot skinnier than the Lasko, and it has a much smaller base as well. Palonus logo. And it's the only full-size tower fan I have. The other one I have is just a desktop tower fan. It's the Lasko Breeze Tower, which is on the shelf still. I haven't really touched that one in a while. That one still is going strong. All right. Now this is plugged in. Well, and we'll start it on high speed. There's a bit of a motor hum, but it still has the nice wind sound that you might hear all off from tower fans. And even though it's dusty inside, it still blows a pretty good amount of air. Medium. And low. And it does oscillate as well. Medium. And high. There's all that dust inside there. I might have to get like a paintbrush inside of it to clean it up. Make sure it's fully centered before I turn it on. And off. Try to film the spin down. You can barely see it in there, but it's there. It's still spinning. All right. That's a pretty cool fan. Unplug it. And I'm gonna put the camera back down so I can put this fan back in the corner. hard to do one-handed, so I'm gonna do it with two hands. Oh. Alright. Here we go. I was actually gonna sneeze for a little bit, but I just covered it up. Okay. So I'm gonna put the camera back up. Get on to our next fan. And even though that Palonus was not a pedestal fan, it still kind of counted in my opinion, so now you know why it was there. So anyway, our next pedestal fan is this Better Homes and Gardens 16-inch retro pedestal fan. I know what you're thinking, Thomas. This fan, this fan will burn out immediately. It will not. It still runs perfectly fine. It has a fabric plug or cord with a plug that's not even grounded, which is actually pretty cool. But the cord is actually pretty long. So we'll go ahead and plug it in. Except like the Lasko, even though it is powerful and it has a pretty cool sound, this thing is loud. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on high, and hopefully my camera will not blow over. I'm gonna place it like this. Okay, make sure the oscillator's off. All right, here's high. Even though my camera is not falling over, but it is shaking. There's high, there's medium. Yeah, this was a birthday gift. It was a really nice birthday gift. And low. It has really nice oscillation to the left, or the right. But yeah, it's still pretty good. So there's low with oscillation, medium, and even though it is loud, like I said, it blows a lot of air. And there's high. And spin down. Unplug it. And this thing has an incredibly long spin down time. So we're gonna wait for it to stop, and then we go on to our next pedestal fan. Yeah, it's already getting hot in this room, so yeah. This was a birthday gift, like I said. It was, and it was an amazing birthday gift. Okay, next we have this Utilitech 18-inch metal pedestal fan. If I can see what's going on, I'll show it. Not much really, just to, but it's still pretty cool. So it's got the 5 blades, and it is still pretty loud, but it's a lot louder than the 2 pedestal fans. But it doesn't blow a whole lot of air either. It's kind of like the better Humphrey Gardens, but yeah, right. Anyway, we'll start it up here. It's only 1 speed. It's loud, it doesn't blow a whole lot of air. And turn it off. And we wait for it. Okay, our next pedestal fan is this Lasko Windstorm 18-inch 10-bladed pedestal fan. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in just to make sure it's ready. Now it's, and this is my worst pedestal fan yet. I'll explain why. So first of all, it has 10 blades and 4 speeds. It also oscillates, but yeah, there's no high adjustment on it. So here we go with speed 4. It also grinds against it. Yeah, there's speed 4. Medium, or speed 3. Speed 2, this is where it starts to vibrate quite a lot. And speed 1. Now that is awful sounding. I don't like that. And I think it's also gotten worse ever since, so yeah. This is why I don't like this fan a lot. And you've seen it before, the motor housing was shaking quite a lot. And there's a spin down. Our next one, I have to lower its height a little bit because it's a bit tall. Yeah. So the next fan is this Holmes Pedestal Fan. This is a 20-inch. This is a 20-inch model. I think that's good. Yeah, that's good right there. It's got the really skinny banana style blades. Holmes badge. The base, which is a steering wheel base. Okay, but it's, and it has a motor driven oscillation as well. I didn't time this up fully. But yeah, so now plug it in. Start on speed 1. And it actually is blowing a pretty good breeze now. So there's speed 1. There's medium. And high. And there's the oscillation. And yeah, even though it has the really skinny blades, it still blows pretty good out of there. Okay, next, before I do the next one, I have to adjust this thing's height. Okay. Now you can really see how tall it is. Now it's not even framed, so yeah. Alright, next pedestal fan. Okay, ow. Is this Lasko S16500. Oh my god, it's actually not really in frame. But it definitely does work still. Okay, but still, I'm gonna go ahead, show you guys it. Sometimes it will run slow, but it's still gonna work pretty good. Okay, so here we go with the oscillation. Well, off oscillation. Start on high. I'm not sure why it's making this sort of noise. Anyway, that's high. That's medium. And then there's low. I don't know why it's just so slow on low. It shouldn't be like this. Just low, medium, high. Well, that was a pretty good fan. It's still a good fan, even though it does have some problems. But our next fan is this Lasko S16201, maybe. I think that's it. Right? I think that's the model number. I do not know. It is cheaper though. Cheaper. Way cheaper. Oh. The plug though was in pretty bad condition, so I'm gonna be very careful. Alright, here's high. And it shakes quite a lot. This is the main problem with it. Medium and low. There's the oscillation. Medium, high. This thing, can you see it shaking? Or you can hear it rattling, but can you see it shaking? And actually, even though these really thin blades are actually strong enough to move those really heavy blades right there. Look at that. I'd still use it though. All right. And if we extend this thing all over here. Okay. Alright, now we have this Optimus 16-inch digital Pedestal Fan with 5 blades. Got it from a thrift store for $22. And it's a really nice fan. It's a remote, and I actually still do have the remote for it. I've not used the remote for it yet, but I'll probably do still. Now it works, but the only thing that doesn't work is the timer. Here it is low speed. Why is it rattling? Yeah, it's low. It's medium. And high. Switch it back down to low and do the oscillation. Medium. High. Sounds pretty good. And spin down. Why is the spin down so awful? Oh my god. Why is it slowing down? That's medium. High. Might have to soon repair this fan, at least, so. There we go, at least spinning it will do the trick. Still hasn't freed up, but it's... So I have to spin it in order for it to work. So it only works if you spin it. Something's wrong with this fan. I'm gonna take the blade off and... At least it still does work, but it's just extremely stiff. Well, that's it for all my pedestal fans. So yeah, yeah, thanks for watching. As always, I will catch you guys in the next fan video with another collection series. Thanks for watching. As always, peace.